One thing that we are not as Hispanics, one thing that we are not as Latinos, we are not focused.
Yep.
What are some of our biggest distractions, would you say?
Drinking, thinking that Saturdays and Sundays are for our family to just chill, spending time with doing carne asadas, talking about nonsense, planning quinceañeras, like Ricardo's. Like, bro, if you haven't gotten a bag, you should not be thinking about partying. If you haven't gotten a bag, you have, dude, I promise you, for the first 8 years when I was growing Next Gen, there was no time. You never heard me, I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to fucking have a carne asada and invite my brothers. I want to get a couple beers. I want to go. There was nothing to celebrate. There was nothing to celebrate. The reason why other races are ahead of us is because we are not focused. We are not united. We are not focused. That's the main reason. We are too distracted trying to show people that we're rich, trying to show people that we made it. For what? No, you haven't.
And we don't collaborate.
We don't collaborate at all.
Instead of hating on someone like you, someone like JR, someone like Ricardo, instead of hating on you, ask questions.
Ask questions, baby.
Don't hate.
Ask
questions.
You know what the crazy part is, Carlos? I can tell you right now, and I'm not gonna out them because some of the friends, I'm not gonna speak on their name because some of them are my friends and I'm close to them and they're great people. Like, I can tell you where all the Hispanic clubs are at. I can name you 5 of them right now in LA. I can name you black clubs. Where's the white clubs? Nightclubs.
Wow, yeah.
They're not doing that. I mean, everybody has a spot they hang out at. Where's a Jew club, nightclub? I'm not saying that there's not a place that they go hang out. That's not what I'm saying.
True.
Where are those clubs at?
Yeah.
Who has more soap poppers in their televisions than Hispanics? Us. I remember to this day, you would walk into the tia's house and it's 4 o'clock. You can't talk for an hour because Ruby is on.
Or Marimar.
Or La Usurpadora.
Or Mariela del Barrio.
Bro, an hour we can't talk because they're watching a fucking soap opera. That's unreal.
Yeah.
It's that our people have lived vicariously through other people instead of building our stuff. I remember vividly walking in. To this day, I walked into one of my aunt's houses. I was maybe 11, 12 years old. And it was 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and I could not talk for an hour because she was watching her fucking soap opera.
Why do we, as a culture, immerse ourselves in entertainment, in the music industry, right, in the acting, the telenovela industry, right? Because we prefer to live in that world than in our own world.
Right.
See, I know everybody at this table, I know we all love our lives in our world, right? We're every single day, we're very fulfilled, we're grinding, we're taking care of not only ourselves, but we're taking care of others around us, right? Well, unfortunately, 99.9% of our culture doesn't live that way. Right. You know, they want to live in La La Land. You know, it's like, man, forget my world. Let me take down a couple Bud Lights and watch the novela or watch the America contra las Chivas or, you know, Mexico contra whoever they're playing. You know what I mean? They prefer to get away. Right, it's called escapism. We prefer to get away, get out of our worlds and our lives for a little bit because everybody else's lives is better than ours. You know what I'm saying?
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby.
The cool part, Carlos, honestly, the cool part that I like is that the reason why we're so unfocused and the reason why we don't you know, our majority of our people are labor is because they don't have all those role models like Patrick Bet-David, like
Tony Robbins.
They don't have those people.
Yeah,
right.
All those people have them telling them like, hey, this is the blueprint. You guys got to do this. You guys got to do that. Congratulations on us for getting together and actually doing it because this is huge. Yeah. This is huge, whether people see it or not. Look, for the first time in history, we are going to have somebody as a role model that can teach us, that is not afraid to let other Mexicans into the wealth circle. For the first time in history, we are able to communicate with hundreds of thousands of millions of people. We've gotten millions of views on our podcast. We're about to get millions of views on your podcast today. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the first time in history, we are going to impact the next generation. Let's make sure that we impact them in a positive way, and we're not here to complain. We're not here to talk about, other races or other ethnicities. Let's show them, and let's have that conversation. We don't have enough conversations of, hey, what do we need to do as leaders in our community to be able to impact them, to be able to lead them on? Because guess what? The generation that you guys are talking about, hey, let me go sit down and grab a beer, or let me go watch a soap opera, that generation's gone. Yep. That generation's gone. It's the 25 year olds right now are on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. That's the generation that's listening to us. That's the conversations we should be having right now. What do we need to do to be able to go to the next level? Forget what your parents told you. Forget what your parents showed you. Mm-hmm. Forget what your parents showed you. Forget what they told you. Forget all the nonsense that you saw them go through. They did that to sacrifice themselves to give you the best outcome. Now that we got the better outcome, we're all here. We're all healthy. We all got dope ass families. What are we gonna do to show them that we are here to lead them?
Yeah,
and it starts with us.
100%.
That's actually a great point. They didn't know any better.
100%.
We know better.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so the change starts with us.
Yeah. Well, there's three things.
And that's why we're doing this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're right. I agree with you.
There's three things that determine somebody's success. Number one is the meetings you attend, right? The meetings you attend, because then depending on who's on those meetings, it's the information you're going to get from secondhand from somebody that you're listening to. Number two is the people that you associate with on a daily basis. You are the reflection of the 5 people you're around the most. And the third one is the books that you read. There's one book in particular that I love. It's called Outwitting the Devil. And this book was written a little bit over 100 years ago. And it talks about Napoleon Hill. Yep, book, Napoleon Hill. And he talks about the hypnotic rhythm of how the devil uses certain distractions to get us away from that. And so awareness is such an important thing, because we can be a consciousness or lack of consciousness can make us think that we're fine where we are. When you're aware of what's going on around you. And how do you become aware? By hanging around with people, like whoever in your circle of friends. Find the nerd in your circle of friends. Find the one that doesn't like to party as much. Find the one that when you talk to them, they have a little bit more information than the rest of the people, and get close to that guy. The one that's not the popular one. The one that's not the cool one. The one that knows what every bar has, and every bartender knows who he is. Get around that guy. That guy knows a little bit more than the rest of the guys. And outside of that, then you got to go and do your personal development. We have iBooks. We have iTunes. We have we have iBooks. We have you have this little
Kindle.
The Kindle. You have the Kindle. That's the word I was looking for. The
Audible.
Kindle. Audible. There's so many ways of taking in information. And going back to what Ismael was talking about now, the question becomes, well, how do you find these guys, right? Well, here we are, right? Yeah. You DM us, get a hold of us, talk to us. We're willing to talk. I respond to 100% of the messages that I get. Not immediately, because I have a lot of them, and all of us here, we get a lot of them. But eventually, and I've had people cry, like, man, I didn't think you were ever going to reply to me. I'm like, brother, somebody showed me. I'm going to show you too. But don't be scared to reach out. Here's a funny part. Successful guys are wanting to share the information with you. Yeah. Unsuccessful people are waiting to criticize you. So as opposed to what you may think, that when you see a successful person, that they're going to be cocky, because that's the information. Oh, they're cocky, se creen mucho, this, ya tienen dinero. No, on the contrary, we're so eager to share what we know. We're so eager to give you the blueprints. We're so eager to tell you what we did wrong as well. We're so eager to share with you what helped us, who helped us, what helped us.
We're all on the same team, baby. We're all on the same team.
If more people understood that, Isma, I think, especially in our community, they would reach out more. And by the way, I'll tell you right now, for you guys that are in the podcast and you're watching right now, if you've already reached out, man, you made the first step. You may not get a reply immediately, but be persistent. Oh, I sent one message, they didn't reply to me. Dude, we're so busy. Successful people are busy. But you sent another one. I've had it happen. Send one, and another one comes. Like, oh shit, man, these people are serious.
And instead of calling me a coconut, just ask, hey man, how did you do it?
Right.
Yeah. Instead, right? And here, right? Like,
that's a good point,
right? Yeah. Like I asked these man. I sent them a screenshot earlier this year. I said, hey, one of my intentions this year was to spend more time with you, to get closer to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
of course,
that was one of my intentions. I had a list. He was on that list. Tommy Mello was on that list, right? People that I feel that I can learn a lot from, and I feel like we can learn from each other in different areas of life,
of course,
right? Different aspects of life, and by masterminding, right? Where two or more gather, I am there. That's what God said, and that's a mastermind, right?
Of course.
Two things. One, when you mentioned your reference group, right? There was a doctor out of Harvard, Dave McClellan. He did a 25-year study on what created successful people. What was the number one factor that led people to becoming massively successful? And it was your reference group.
Right.
That's why he calls it the 99% factor, right? And I actually wrote down that note. Right, Dr. David McClellan out of Harvard University. Right, he embarked on a journey spanning a quarter of a century, diving deep into the secrets of success. What he uncovered was nothing short of revolutionary. I literally wrote these notes in Orlando when I was over there. The 99% factor, your reference group. Believe it or not, a staggering 99% of your life success is shaped by your reference group. Who are they? Simply put, they're the individuals you surround yourself with day in and day out. Change your circle, change your mindset, change your life. So you hit that one, like you hit that nail on the head, man. Your reference group.